Greetings to all of you. My dear sisters and brothers and my dear friends, a warm welcome to all of you from your Pastor Yeti. A new meditation of our beloved Teresa of Avila. And together we are in the fifth dwelling, surrender. And today we're going to talk about expectations of the spiritual life. That soul has now delivered itself into the beloved's hands, and the great love has so subdued it that it neither knows nor desire anything save that the beloved shall do what the divine wills. We are called to be ever present and ongoing journey of surrendering ourselves to the divine will. Through this continual act of surrender, we come to find our essential nature and thus our true freedom. Even though at times we may find ourselves dying a painful death to our old concept of self, we will discover great treasures in giving ourselves over to the beloved's desire. In this dwelling, we question our motives for following the spiritual pathway. What are our expectations of the beloved? Do we only want our own will fulfilled? These and other questions are placed before us, revealing the true nature of our spiritual journey. Whatever the answers, the open arms of the beloved are waiting to receive us and to guide us back into the truth of our being. For perfection as well as its reward does not consist in spiritual delights, but in greater love and in deeds done with greater justice and truth. Sometimes we are asking to look at our motivations for walking the spiritual path. Do we merely seek peace of mind? Are we only concerned with experiencing blissful moments of divine rapture? Or do we wish to serve for the glorification of the divine? A common trap that many fall into is succumbing to the ego's desire to obtain something from spirituality, using the camouflage of spiritual terminology. The ego cleverly disguises its goal to serve itself, not the beloved. We freely speak our higher truths, but more often than not, the ego is simply doing what it does best, controlling everything. For instance, we may fabricate a peaceful, sanctified existence by only allowing into our sphere people who won't upset our equilibrium, those who don't challenge us or who do not reflect our own negativity. Previously, when confronted with different situations or people, both reflections of the ego, we have either projected our own unresolved feelings back onto them, or we have simply run in the other directions, the fight or flight syndrome. The ego no doubt tells us in its sophisticated voice that negativity has no spiritual benefit, and that we would do well to remove ourselves from the situation or person immediately. We are still in flight. We are moving away from, not toward, as the ego would have us believe, our greater selves. Using this strategy, the ego protects itself from experiencing any upset to its controlled way of life and external creates a peaceful landscape that allows it to live temporarily in an illusory state of peace and bliss. I am not saying that peace of mind and bliss are always illusionary, only that we too often mistake the byproduct of our spiritual life for the goal. By making peace and bliss the only goals, we pass by true spirituality, which is service that honors the beloved, not self, which in its turns brings real peace and bliss. Teresa's acid test for any action, vision, or spiritual revelation was to discern whether it glorified the beloved and whether it consisted of loving our neighbor. She was well aware of the ego's need to glorify itself, and she was vigilant in her awareness of its many tricks and clever debating tactics. She always turned herself toward divine love and asked to be shown the truth of her desire and actions. And as a consequence, she experienced many deaths of her ego. Her goal was to love and to live that love in the world as it existed. From this love flowed those delicate and precious moments of peace radiating through the whole of her being. This is a deep peace that others cannot disturb or remove, no matter how antagonistic or negative they are. This same peace may flow into and through us if we make love and service to the beloved our spiritual goals. It takes courage to be honest with ourselves, and often the work is painful, since it demands that the smaller self continuously die to itself and its conceptions. The rewards, however, are far greater than the ego's illusions as we open the divine door to our true, loving, and divine self. Come with me in our meditation moment. Take the time to sit in stillness and ask yourself honestly about the goal of your spiritual path. What is your true motivation and desire? It does not matter what reply you receive, only that it is given in full honesty. Call on divine assistance to lead you closer to the fullness of your inner love, and ask that you be able to share and live this love in truth with all you meet, regardless of who they may be and what they may bring you. And let the beloved love you, my dear ones. Blessings to all of you. May you bless God. May He bless you in your morning, in your noontime, and in your evening. May He bless everything that comes to you. And when you give it back to Him, bless yourself and bless the dear ones, the loved one next to you. And give Him all the glory. This is your Pastor Yeti. I love you guys. Bye.